day. Come a bit closer by the looks of it. And we're just going to start off, keep our shoulders relaxed. I'll just turn this slightly so I don't bang my light if I can help it. That's it. Okay, so feet about hip distance apart, shoulders back and down. And we're just going to start off, take a nice big breath through the nose and reach up with the ball towards the ceiling. And then blow out and bring it back down. Breath in. Reaching up and blowing down. And then we take the balls just past the knee, keeping the back straight and the legs straight. Back up. And again, so we're breathing up, reach tall out the ribs without scrunching the shoulders, and then back down as we blow out. One more time. So reach, pulling out of here rather than scrunching the shoulders, and feel it through the center of the tummy. Back straight, legs straight to the knees, and then back up. And again, take it down and lift. Last one. Going down past the knees. There's Charlotte, we can see you. And back up. Okay, just with the ball, we're going to come up and then halfway down. Lift and down. So it's like we're in a ballet arm. Halfway down. Lift and lower. Two more. Lift, down. Okay, hold it halfway and we're going to pass low behind the back, sort of bottom and hip height here. Pass. Two more. Just getting a chance of the front of the shoulders to stretch a little bit and bring it back to the center. Tap and take it back the other way. Change. Round. Just two more. Behind. Sit and round. Okay, back to the center. Take that breath again. Breath in, reach up tall, blow it out, pulling in through the belly button, straight legs, straight back, down towards the floor, and then back up. And again, remember that back's got to stay straight. We're pushing the tailbone up to the ceiling, back up. Two more. So down and lift. And if you can only get to the knees, that's good enough. Take it down. Okay, holding it halfway, elbows bent slightly. Just raise and lower. Lift and lower. Still just got the feet slightly apart. And down. So hold it up. Pass. Squeeze, change, squeeze. Good, four more. Really think about them shoulder blades as we squeeze up here. Two more. And one. Bringing the hand onto the ball, take it down. We're going to circle round and down to the bottom. And again, circle round as if we're drawing a circle on a wall in front of the body. And again, circle back the other way, round over the top, but keeping it in front of the body, round. So you can feel it working through the back and the ribs. One more, round. Okay, bring the ball down to the side, other hand here, take the ball down. And then up to the shoulder. Take it up to the ceiling and do a side bend on the other side. Bring it back down. And again, so we go down, past the knee, into the shoulder with the ball, up to the ceiling and down with the other hand towards the knee. Two more. Down and center shoulder. Reach it up, reach into the knee, and back and change sides. So we're going down and center and reach to push to the ceiling, back in and down, side and center. So it really push without scrunching that shoulder, push the hip out on this side, push the hip out on this side, back in. Push the hip on the same side as the ball, reach up, bring it back. Both hands, take it up and down. Straight legs, straight back. Just as far as you can go. And in. One more time. This time arc the back as we go up. Back in. Down. Drop. And lift. Front half raise, so we come to the chest, height and down. 3. Keep everything relaxed, but hold through that lower tummy and keep your postures. Hold, halfway, pass a little bit higher, but don't put too much pressure on the shoulders. Tap and change. Round. Sit, circle on the wall in front, circle up, round and down. Back the other way. Up, round. Trying to make that circle as big as go the other way. And make it stretch around so you're working through the ribs. One more. Take it round. Sit. Bring it center, open and close. Squeeze and change. Sit. Make sure you're squeezing them shoulder blades, keeping the elbows high. 2 more. Squeeze. Hold it out. Take the legs a bit wider. So heels down. Arms out, we're bringing the ball over to the other hand. Sweep and open. Sweep. Now, as we make sure we do this, start to lift the heel and take the hand further away. So you're passing the ball behind the back. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Circle down to the bottom. Holding the ball, roll the shoulders. Keep the legs nice and wide. Okay, we're going to take the ball down to the floor in a squat. So sitting down, sit down with your bottom, take the ball to the floor, bring it to the chest. Push it up to the ceiling, back to the chest. And again, ball, bottom low, chest, press, push it up in front, and down. Now this time we're going to swing through as we squat, swing through as if we're passing the ball behind and then up to the ceiling. Down, through, lift. So as we sit down, passing through as if there's someone behind us and we're going to pass the ball through. 2 more. Down, up, and again. Down. Just making sure I've not lost anything out here. And again, down and up. Arc the back, bring the ball down. Keep the legs wide. Turn this toe to the side, little bend in the knee. This leg's locked out straight, toes to me, toes to the wall. But make sure you haven't got your feet close and your knees like this. Stretch on your knee and your ankle. Get your foot away so it's not the knees and above the toes. Okay, with the ball, hand on the thigh, down, touch near the toes, bring it up and open. So lunge down towards the toe, circle in front, down and lift. So we're working a lot of muscles, working the legs, the back and the arm. Change the leg, down and lift. And again. So this leg is bent, the other leg is locked out straight. Toe to me on the straight leg, toe to the side wall on the other leg. Get low, use the body. So the chest is going down towards the knee as we tap the floor. Down. And although it's going to the knee, it's staying on the inside of the knee here. So don't try and rest it on the thigh. 2 more. Down. Circle. Last one. Down. Circle back to the middle. Keep the legs wide. Heels in, toes out. Squat. Sit. Push. Down. Getting the bottom nice and low. Make sure it's lower than the head. So sit down. Keep the head lifted. That's it. Bottom nice and low. Down. Now we're going for the swing through. Remember, bottom down, low, down, through, and lift, and arc. Down, through, lift. 2 more. down, and lift. Last one, down, lift and bring it up, bring the hands down. Toe to the side again, toe to me. Little bend in the knee, lock this knee out straight. We're going to just tap the floor, tap, pull to the hip, we'll come up. Going down, pull, tap the floor, pull back up. So to get up, we're pushing the weight through this heel and pushing the hand on the thigh muscle. Tap, 2 more, down, straighten, bend, lift, change the feet, hand bending down, tap, lift, tap, lift. So as I'm coming up, I'm straightening the bent knee, straighten and then bend it. Straighten, pull to the hip, bend. Straighten the front knee, down. Straighten and bend. So it's working the legs as well. 2 more, lift. And hold it center, toes out, heels in. Down, tap, lift. Down, tap, and lift. Bring it out wide. Lifting the heel again, grab and open. Grab, 2 more. Grab and open, grab. Okay, hold it there. Take the ball up into this hand so it's above. Take it out so it reaches to where the wall and ceiling meet. Bring it across and back. Cross, back. So we're going back with a strong arm, change it over, and across to the hip, push back. Really strong on the push back. 2, sit, last one, change, round, and hold. Bring this leg onto the toe. And this time, pull them together to touch. Touch, trying to get your balance. 4, tap, 3. That's it, last 2. Last one, tap, change. Tap and point. Tap, remember that strong arm. Pull across the body into the middle. In, 2 to go. 2 and 1. Bring it back wide. Down into a sumo, so we're resting our elbows and our bottom is always lower than our head. Pass it basketball through the leg. Through the leg. Taking the chest from knee to knee. Knee, knee. Pass, pass, pass. 1 more each side, passing. Bring it back to the center, sit down in the sumo squat. Push through the heels, lift. That's it. Hand to the side. On the toe, getting into position, tummy in. And this time we're going to pass it under the leg. Okay, if you can. Under, out. Under, out. Under, out. Under. 2 more. So really challenging that hip. Last one. Bring it over. Hold it there. And under, reach. Under. Try and pass it nearer the knees. Don't squeeze the heel to the bottom, remember, because we want to be able to get under without doing this. So, under. Last one. Under. Up. Bring the ball down. Bring the legs in. Sit. Take it up. Arc the back. Hip hinge to pass the ball to me. Hold. Halfway hold. Back up. Arc. As if we're passing behind at the back stretch. Keep it flat. As if you're passing forward. Don't scrunch the shoulders. Try and take it down slower. Ball to the floor. And lift. Arc the back. 1 more. push forward, stopping halfway for a few seconds. Down to the floor. That's it. Relax it there for a second. Bend the knees and lift up. Shoulders back and down. Loosen off. Okay, get rid of the ball. Oh no, sorry, I'm going to keep the ball for a second. Have a quick sip of your water. Whew, should be warmer now. Just a couple more with the ball. Not many. Okay, so we're going to have the ball on the floor. I'm just going to rest our foot on top. Don't worry like, oh my God, I've got to put my foot on it in a certain way. It's just resting. But what I want you to do is take a slight step forward so the ball is near a sort of ankle height or behind, slightly behind your foot. And then we're going to lift the foot up so the balls of the foot and the flat of the foot are on the ball. So we're here, and then we just moved our leg back a little bit so it's on there. You don't have to push down hard. Now what we're going to do is just do a little squat sit. Sit down and lift up. So the weight goes through this leg without trying. Down and back up. So it's sitting down, remember. So sit. Keep concentrating on this leg. Ignore this one wobbling around. Down. So we're working deep in the muscles on this side and the stability on this side. Down. And you can keep your hand on your top of the thigh for a bit of support. Down. And lift and then reach the arms up. Down. Push through the heel, but make sure you're pushing that bottom backwards. Bottom back. Down. And lift. One more time. Down. That's it. And lift. Bring it down. That's it. Take the ball over the other side. Remember, slightly behind your body. So the toes are in front and it's either in line with the back of the ankle or a bit further back. Take the foot on top. Ignore it wobbling. That's what it's meant to do. Okay, hands on this thigh if we need to as we go to sit down. Sit and lift and reach. Down. Imagine you're still sitting, you've got that stool behind you and you're pushing your bottom back. Lift. And again. Down. Lift. We've got 2 to go. Down. Back up. One more. Down. And lift. Good. Okay, bring the foot off. Grab the ball and pop it between the thighs or the knees. But a little bit above the knees is a good area. That's it. Okay, bring the legs in so the ball feels quite squashed. Standing tall, we're just going to squash. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Okay, keep the squeeze, and we're going to squat. Hands on the thighs, remember, and back up. It doesn't have to go low. A small squat is good enough. Pushing through the heels and lift. Down. Back up. So 2 to go. Down and lift. Last one. This is a good knee strengthener. Hold it there. Squeeze the knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We go again. 8, 5, 4, 3. One more time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Squeeze and squat. Down. And lift. Keep squeezing. So you're working the inner thigh, but mainly the knees as well. If you've got any problem with the knees, this might ache a little bit, but it's good for them. One more. Down. And then the last time, squeeze it in tighter this time. Knees a little bit bent as we squeeze this time. So tiny bend in the knee. Squeeze, squeeze. Remember, don't let the air out the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. One more time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take the ball out. And now we're going to go on the floor. So have a quick sip of your water. Bring your hip band and your stretch band if you've got them. Should feel a lot warmer now, hopefully. So just move my camera down slightly. Just got a drink. If you have your hip band, can you pop that on, please? If not, you can always tie your stretch band and pop that round the legs, just above the knees. So you can always tie that around the legs here. You want it fairly tight. Okay. Down on the floor we go. So we're going to stretch her arm to the side, lay down on the floor and bring our knees in front and our heels come forward rather than squeeze to the bottom. Now, if you often feel a bit crooked up here, you can bring your ball and pop your ball there instead and just leave your arm in front if your shoulder pinges too much. But if you straighten the arm right out the line from the shoulder, and then just bend at the elbow, it should be in the right position without causing too much pain or stretching, as long as you don't collapse in the shoulders or pull up. Lower tummy in. So we've got the band there, our feet, knees are forward and the ankles are below the knees, they're not squeezed back to the bottom. Hand on the floor for support, or if that feels too low, bring the ball in. Hover the legs gently apart. And then we're going to go for stretching up and hover gently apart. Stretch and hover. Now a little bit faster. 8, hover. So you can see I'm not lifting and stretching too far. Just a small stretch is enough to get the outside of the hip and the bottom. Go working all the way down to the ankle. So again, good for the knees, the hips and ankles. And toning the thighs. Hover, lift, down, up. Last one, just hold open if you can. Keep pushing into the band. It will be hard work. And release. Okay, ankles are going to stay together and we're going to do our clam this time. So just the knee, slow. And as you can see, I can't actually open mine very wide here because my bones are touching bone here, so it won't open wide. Some of you might get wider, that's fine, but it doesn't matter if it's only a little bit. You're still working, and you're actually working the hip that's on the floor with this one as well. Stretch and down. A little bit faster. 4, hover. 3, just pushing gently into the band. 2, and 1. And release. Okay, from there we're going to roll over onto our front. Keep the band on. That's it. Just move my mic so it doesn't go off. Put it at the side. Okay, so we're here and I want you to just sort of open out your elbows but keep the weight through your arms so you're sort of up a little bit, and then just lower the chest but without relaxing the weight into your chest, because otherwise our chest gets in the way and it aches a bit, so gently release. Now one leg, lift and lower. It doesn't have to lift high. Try and keep the back of the knee straight, but think about lifting the leg and think about that hip at the front just slightly coming up and down. And again, so this is working up towards the back and across them hips and in the bottom as well. Up. And it also works all the way down to the ankle. And again, lift. So the hip is coming up and down. One more each side. Lift, sit, and down. One more. Lift, sit, and down. down. So we're staying elbows are wide. You're not relaxed on the floor with your head on the floor or your chest squashed. The wet arms are in and we're sort of pushing down a little bit into the arms to stop that. So open the legs just slightly so you can feel the pressure in the band. We're going to gently lift just both legs off the floor, only as high as the kneecap coming off. And then we're going to press it outwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Get your breath. Go again and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. So it's just the kneecap coming off. The thighs are still touching the floor. So keep the legs nice and straight. Lock out the back of the knee and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. That's it. Okay, bend one leg. And then from there, we're just going to lift the knee up and down. Just like we do when we stand and then we push the box back. Lift the knee, land. 3. So the other leg will push into the floor slightly. Again, it's not how high you get. Hold it halfway. And 8, 7, 6. You might only get 4. 4, 3. It's very tiny, tiny movement. And release. Come up slightly for a second to get your breath, because you might feel a bit from laying down there. So just coming up. Keep strong through the arms. Keep the shoulders up. Keep the head lifted. So remember, try not to dangle your head when we're down there. Keep breathing. Breath in. And blow. Okay, go down again, elbows out, but remember, don't squash on the floor, but you don't want too much of an arc in your back. So sort of let the chest just rest, but don't squash. Okay, bend at the knee at the other leg. Remember, it hasn't got to come up high here. And lift and lower. Lift. Expect that other leg to sort of be pushing into the floor slightly. Lift and lower. 2 more. Hold it. Taps if we can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back onto the elbows, palms up. Sit, keep the knees slightly open. Relax that breathing again. Okay, ready? Take a breath in. And blow it out. Okay, we're going to do our sort of raising quarter plank. So all we lift is our bottom up off the floor and our tummy, sorry. So we don't lift the bottom, we lift the tummy and we keep pushing down. So just feel it coming up off the floor to the groin, and then the groin goes down, the belly button, and the back is still banana. So we pull in with the belly button, lift slightly, hold, and down. So relax. And again, so we peel up from the ribs to the belly button and the groin and lift it up slightly off the floor and then down. Down. Now don't worry if you've got a fat on your tummy and you think it's still touching the floor. The muscle underneath will be lifting and holding. And down. So we're going to try and lift the bottom just slightly higher if we can. So come up, lift, hold. Through the thighs, the hips, the belly button, and up near the ribs. And again, lift. Just lifting the bottom and pushing back slightly as we go. And down through the thighs. 2 more, and we don't have to do any more of these horrible exercises. And blow. Lift. Hold. And down. Remember, no holding your breath. Just relax that breathing. We've got 1 more. It's hard on the shoulders as well, this. Lifting up, hold, and down. Good, okay, relax there. Turn the toes under for a second. Rest down on your arms with your head to the side. Just let your breath come back. Take a breath in. And blow it out. Take the head to the other side. Okay, take a breath in when you're ready. Gently blow it out. Good. Okay, bring the hands in either side of where your chest is, a bit wider. Elbows are up, pointing to the ceiling. We're going to straighten the arms and the back will arc. Hold. Then lift the bottom. Push back a little bit with the bottom. Bring the head down to the floor. Then bring it up onto all fours. Knees open slightly. That's it. Thread through. Dropping the head, keeping the bottom up. Bring it up and change way, other way. So threading through, drop the shoulder, drop the head. That's it. And back to the centre. We're going to lift one arm up towards where we're reaching in front like a Y shape. Other hand. Y shape. Hold and down. So don't scrunch the shoulder. Don't reach in front. Think of a Y shape. And down. And again. Y shape. Now this time do the Y shape but point the thumb up to the ceiling. Thumb up. And down. And again. So you can feel the weight transferring. You'll feel a little bit of a pull in the tummy, the shoulder as well. Out with the thumb up. Now these are hard exercises, and again, thumb up. I won't make you do both because you'll end up on your face. Y. And down. Last one. Thumb up to the ceiling, palm facing forward. Hold it there. Take your hands a bit wider. Bend at the elbow, bring the nose towards the floor. Push back up. Just 3 more. Down and up. Last one. Down and lift. Excellent. Okay, let's go down on the elbows as if you've got a prayer hand. Spread the elbows out. Now make sure your elbows are forward. You're not scrunched in and your bottom's not back. Take it slightly forward so the bottom's above the knee. Breath in and out. Don't let your head dangle. Take the leg back towards the glute kick, pushing the box back so it's hovered and slightly lifted. And lift. Lower. 3. 2. Hold about halfway. It's not going to go as high as without the band. We've got 8. 7. 6. Imagine pushing the box back slightly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back on the hands. Hold it here. Knees slightly apart. Y shape with the thumb up. And down. And again. Y. No scrunching the shoulder at all. 2 more. Keep that arm straight at the elbow. And going out to the Y. 1 more. Out. Hands nice and wide. Fingers spread. Nose down. Down. Hover and push. Again. Down. And lift. We'll do 2 extra this time. Down. And lift. This will be your last one. Down. Lift down into your prayer hand, elbows wide, weight through the forearm, let your breath come back. You will be out of breath. Try not to dangle your head. Okay, other leg, hover, take it up to the glute kick, pushing this to the ceiling or pushing the box back is all you've got to think. Lift and 2 more like that. Keep going. Lift. Last one all the way up. Halfway down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, straighten them arms, and then we're going to bring the hands forward again. Take the leg over the other side, where we started. So we're on the other leg. So head over the other side. You will feel out of breath and a bit lightheaded maybe. Try and stay with it if you can. Straight arm from the shoulder. Support the head. Knees forward. feet forward. If you get any tightness here, lower your head, push the hip up, and just give it a bit of a rub there, sort of behind the kidney area. Those muscles get tight. Okay, knees bent, and butterfly. Same as the bottom leg, it's just mirroring it. Remember, be gentle with the ankle. Don't let the ankle twist or tense up. It's nothing to do with the ankle. It is, but we don't want any tension there. We just want to imagine you've got something resting on your knee, pushing it up. Let your breath come down naturally, but nice, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Relax the breathing, but let the body still work on this. 2 more. 2. And down. Last one. Lift. Okay, now we need to go faster, but not as high. 8, 7, 6. It will be tiring. 4, 3, all the way to the ankle is aching. Last one, release. Hand to the floor. Okay, keep the knees in that where they are, and then we're just going to do the clam. Okay, so if you need to move your knees or feet or anything, keep the ankles or feet touching. Open, close, lift, close. 2 more. Last one, and now a bit faster. 8, 7. You're just staying at the top and just gently pushing and releasing. 3, 2, 1. And release. Okay, hand to the floor. Push all the way up. Come up to sitting. Get rid of the band. Take it off the feet. So, come back where you can see me. Okay, grab the stretch band. Pop it behind the head here and slightly forward with the knuckles. So it's going around the archy bit of your head. Make sure it's not on your neck. Knuckles forward, open. In, sitting nice and tall. 2 more. Last one, hold it about halfway here. Hold, push the back of your head into the band and pull the hands forward so it feels a bit weird on the neck, and release. So strengthening the neck, because we're all looking down all the time at our phones and computers. So again, push back into the band with the head and pull the band forward so the two are fighting against each other slightly, and release. 1 more. It will make your arms ache as well, but push the head back and release. So bring that down. Take it round the foot, middle of the foot. Pull back and pull up nice and tall. Sit tall. Keep your shoulders low, the elbows low, and like you're riding a horse, your palms are up. Push the knee into the floor and lift that bottom ankle slightly as you pull up. So, release. Take it off. Same on the other side. So around the middle of the foot, pull up and sit tall and bring your hands in low. Palms up. So pulling in, push the back of the knee into the floor, and that heel will just come off the floor. Sitting tall as you can. Release. Take it off. Grab the band and take it underneath the armpits, round the back, and then let the elbows just sink in towards the waist for a second. Try and still sit as tall as you can. Sorry, just got a wire caught somewhere there. Sit nice and tall. Bring the band in. Stretch out, but keep the elbows hooked forward and just hold it there for a few seconds. So don't need to have the elbows locked. Let them bend slightly and get the shoulders relaxed. Just hold. Now this hand goes to the floor. This hand reaches up to the ceiling. Keep breathing. Change over. So straighten this arm, bend through the waist. Try and drop a bit further down with this arm as if the elbows come into the floor. 1 more time. So hand goes to the floor, then bend at the elbow slightly, but keep reaching up to the ceiling. 1 more. Take it over. Elbow down. Get a good stretch through the waist. sit tall again, stretching the arms out, squeeze the shoulder blades slightly in a little twist. It's going to be tiny. Hold, other side. Remember, don't force it when we do this. Keep it small. And back again. So bring it in, release, bring the band forward. Take both legs forward. Fold the band in half again. So both legs are in front if you can. If you struggle with this, you can always put something under your bottom, or you can take your legs a bit wider if you need to. But the half band, take it round the feet, sort of that middle area, and sit tall, pull tall again. Try and straighten the knees again, push the heels away, point the toes back to you. So release, open the band up, just not the whole band, but a little bit in the middle. Now what you want to be doing is taking your legs out wide slightly, and then imagine you wrapping your toes down to the sort of middle area, but it goes right over the toes, the band, and it's nice and stretched over your foot. And then just pull back gently, not too hard, and then circle the ankle. So if we're drawing a circle with the band, bring it back in, point to the knee, point away, point to the knee, point away. Keep pushing the knee into the floor so that bit of ankle has come off gently at the back. So 2 more, in. And if you've got struggle with your ankles, this is a good one to do. Okay, circle again, circle, back the other way. Work on your legs and feet, you might hear a lot of cracking and grinding going on. Release, take it off, and we do the same on the other side. So just a nice open bit over the toes, just down to that sort of pad underneath your toes, so it just starts to hit the area where your foot arcs, and then a gentle pull, don't be too tough. Straighten out so you're pushing that knee in the floor again. Circle round. 2 more, and back, point to the knee, point away, knee, point. So this is good for stretching the ankle, working through the knee as well, but also just getting the foot mobile and stretching as well. Back into your circle. Might feel a bit awkward to begin. Back the other way, round. And one side will obviously be a bit stiffer than the other. Back to the centre, keep the toe back to you, push through the heel for a few seconds. Sit, release, get rid of the band. Sitting nice and tall, legs a little bit wider if we can. Nearly done. Slide your hands down towards your ankles, pushing the chin and chest forward and the tailbone back. Drop the elbows to touch just below the knees if you can. Straighten up, so the hands are here, still on your ankles if you can. If it's a bit higher up, that doesn't matter. You can still bend at the elbows, push the chest forward. So we're bending at the elbows to get the elbows to come down rather than staying straight. Keep the shoulder relaxed, push the tailbone back. And then from there, rock a little bit around with your body just to move everything around, loose in the upper body. So bring it back up. Okay, take a breath. No scrunching in the shoulder, gently blow it out. Bring the hands onto the back, squeeze the elbows together. And then take them off and take them wide and just lean back and bring the legs in. Stretching up, push the chest to the ceiling and then let it slump. So it's like we're slumped in our shoulders, the opposite of what I tell you normally to do. And then straighten the back, push the chest up gently, squeeze the shoulder blades, push the chin to the ceiling. And relax and slump. So pulling the belly button in. And straight, push the chest up, arc the back slightly, squeeze the shoulder blades, push the chin to the ceiling one more time. Slump, so the chin comes right into the chest, the shoulders scrunch, the belly button's in. Last one, up. Stretch, push the chin to the ceiling. That's it. And then walk your hands in, coming back up tall again. Legs slightly open. Last exercise. Pop your hand on your shoulder and the hand here on the back of the elbow a little bit higher. Twist and back. Twist. 2 more. As if we're just pulling slightly on the arm. And push. Same on the side. So hand on the shoulder, hand on the back. Pull. This is a good one to do if you feel stiffness in that upper back or the shoulders in the day. You can do it standing as well. But sitting, just make sure you're really getting that twist. 1 more. Hands to the side. Last time, big breath in. And blow. That's it. Give yourself a round of applause. I'll let you get up however you want, but you know my way of getting up is to swing your legs around. Bring yourself up, 1 leg forward, toes under, hand on your thigh, and up. Hopefully now your heart rate's